Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers and updates tease there's more than meets the eye where Drew Cain's Cameron Matheson bizarre behavior since returning from Pentonville is concerned. Given Drew's domineering and obsessive conduct towards Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, fans are speculating wildly that he might actually be Shiloh Archer, Kobe Ryan McLaughlin, in disguise or perhaps altered in memory. Fans are frustrated by how easily Drew manipulates Willow. Regardless of what others say, she continues to see him in a positive light. It appears that the only way to free her from his influence would be for Mina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, to disclose that she was involved with Drew while he was pursuing Willow. However, Nina is reluctant to do so, fearing it might cost her daughter, leaving Willow as Drew's pawn. Fans have developed various theories about why he evokes the image of a cult leader. Not too long ago, we discovered that Willow, Caitlin McMullen, had been involved with the Dawn of Day cult during her youth. She ultimately broke free from the influence of Shiloh Archer, Kobe Ryan McLaughlin. But as some characters have noted, she appears to gravitate towards men she views as heroes in her life. In early June, Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, had a conversation with Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, regarding Willow, pointing out that her actions reminded her of when she was under Shiloh's control. This reference seems to serve as more than just a nod to the past. It feels like a deliberate detail for fans to notice. One fan on Facebook speculated, "I think Drew is Shiloh because Shiloh was originally in love with Willow." Shiloh and Drew were acquainted when Drew was in Afghanistan, while Shiloh, known as Hank, worked as a mercenary contractor. In the end, Shiloh played a key role in capturing Drew so that Helena Cassadine, Constance Towers, could brainwash him and turn him into a controllable assassin. Eventually, Shiloh was killed by Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco. But did he really die? A Reddit user suggested that when Drew's plane crashed in 2019, Shiloh underwent plastic surgery and took his place. They theorized, everything since then has been a lengthy plan to reclaim Willow and raise the child they were meant to have together. The only flaw in this theory is that he didn't crash in Afghanistan. He was actually kidnapped by Peter August, Wes Ramsey, for Victor Cassadine, Charles Shaughnessy. During her time with the Dawn of Day cult, Willow had Shiloh completely captivated, which makes sense logically. He was obsessed like Drew. Additionally, if Shiloh had access to the memory mapping technology that was applied to Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and Drew, he might have been able to transfer his consciousness into Drew's body. A fan on Facebook shared this theory, with one user remarking, "That's what I'm thinking because he is so obsessed with Willow." In a twisted new chapter of General Hospital, the soap's steady unraveling of Drew Cain's life has taken yet another ominous turn, one that fans didn't see coming. While the focus has recently been on Drew's controversial tactics and Carly's increasingly alarmed expressions, a much more insidious threat may be lurking in the shadows. Whispers are swirling around Port Charles that the once exiled, now returned congressman, yes, that congressman, may not be back for policy or progress. No, his motives may be far more disturbing. He's polished, calculated, and charismatic, but underneath the surface, there's an unmistakable eeriness that longtime GH fans haven't missed. It's been a long time since Mr. Congressman made headlines in Port Charles, but this time, he's not just shaking hands. He's shaking foundations. His mysterious re-entry into town just happens to coincide with Drew Cain's moral slide, and no one is ruling out a coordinated psychological takedown. After all, Drew has never been the same since his time in Pentonville, and the congressman's sudden return amid Drew's unraveling is too suspicious to be mere coincidence. For those new to the storyline, let's rewind. The congressman, once thought to be rehabilitating his image after a series of political missteps and murky allegiances, vanished from the Port Charles radar. But those in the know say his disappearance was strategic. There's been chatter for months about a cult-like resurgence bubbling under the surface of the GH universe. A movement cloaked in self-improvement buzzwords, Fawkes enlightenment, and secretive loyalty pledges. And guess who's being pegged as the potential ringleader? That's right, Mr. Congressman. Insiders are warning that Drew's newfound clarity and drive to start over with a clean slate may actually be signs of a deeper manipulation. His detachment from Carly, his obsessive need to control his media empire, and his hunger for influence seem like red flags when viewed under this new cult theory. Could Drew be a puppet in a larger game being played by a man who's mastered the art of public persuasion? Meanwhile, those closest to Drew are beginning to notice troubling changes. Carly is one of the first to voice concern. She's no stranger to power struggles or emotional manipulation, and she's been here before, watching someone she loves slowly lose grip on reality. She's caught Drew in too many half-truths lately, and her instincts are telling her something's wrong. Even Jason has taken notice, quietly watching Drew's shifts in behavior with guarded suspicion. Anna Devane is also rumored to be putting together the pieces. There's talk of a covert investigation into a series of wellness retreats tied to the congressman's circle, events held in exclusive, off-the-grid locations that promise transformation. And it's not just civilians being drawn in. Word has it that some former WSB contacts are entangled in this movement, lending it even more dangerous credibility. If Anna's gut is right, this could be a well-constructed psychological operation, one that aims to control powerful people through soft coercion, loyalty rituals, and whispered promises of salvation. If this is true, Drew might already be compromised. His recent moves, spending less time with Scout, isolating himself from his Quatermain family, and throwing his money behind secretive projects, speak volumes. And with the congressman back in town, showing up at charity events, visiting schools, and guiding the future, it's hard not to wonder whether Drew is just one of many pawns. Fans who remember the Dawn of Day storyline know that GH isn't afraid to go dark and twisted with its cult arcs. Could this be a spiritual successor to that saga? This time, it wouldn't be about candles and chants. It would be more psychological, more insidious. A mental takeover cloaked in leadership language and a false sense of awakening. Drew, once a victim of memory mapping, is no stranger to losing himself. And this might be happening all over again. Alexis Davis could soon find herself involved, especially if her legal expertise is needed to dismantle whatever this congressman is building. She's been down this road before, and she's seen the damage these cult-like operations can inflict. Don't be surprised if she joins forces with Anna and Carly to uncover the truth and bring Drew back before he slips away completely. And what about Sonny Corinthos? If this congressman has eyes on Sonny's influence, things could explode fast. Sonny has been preoccupied with his own battles, but he still holds significant sway in Port Charles. If this movement becomes a threat to his family or his legacy, Sonny won't hesitate to get involved. And when he does, the gloves come off. There's also the added drama of Mina and Ava, who may end up caught in the middle as they each begin to suspect something sinister about the congressman's agenda. As for Sam, she may be drawn back into Drew's orbit if she senses their daughter is at risk. And if this movement is grooming Drew for a leadership role, Scout could become a target for indoctrination. Sam won't stand for that, and her PI instincts will drive her to dig deeper into the congressman's background. There's also speculation that this whole return is tied to something much bigger, maybe even international. The congressman's former alliances included some shadowy government figures, and there's a quiet hum that this could become a cross-border operation. Could we see the return of some WSB-adjacent players, or perhaps an old enemy posing as an ally? Whatever the truth may be, Drew is at a crossroads. And with the congressman's influence spreading fast and quiet, it might already be too late to pull him back without a fight. The question isn't just who Drew is becoming, but whether he even knows he's changing. Port Charles is no stranger to political corruption, secret organizations, and mind-altering manipulation. But this new chapter feels deeply personal. A man who once lost his identity now risks losing his soul, all while the people who care about him scramble to decode the danger before it's too late. Will Drew wake up in time to save himself? Or will Mr. Congressman succeed in pulling off one of the most elaborate psychological power grabs in GH history? One thing is certain. This isn't just another political cameo. This is war, wrapped in a handshake. And the citizens of Port Charles had better brace themselves. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.